might be tired of hearing the same old promises about getting rich quick or making millions through questionable methods. But what if I told you there's something different here? Imagine a practical approach that calls out those get-rich-quick schemes and offers real, actionable advice. Our video isn't about the usual index fund investing talk. Instead, it's inspired by MJ DeMarco's insights, exploring 3 routes to achieve genuine financial freedom. Dive into our video to discover these pathways and find out how they can change your perspective on wealth. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button to never miss our practical tips and insights. Number 1. The sidewalk. Living like a sidewalker means teetering on the edge of financial instability. It's like walking on a path where, at any moment, just one event, a failed business deal, losing a job, or missing out on a gig, can push you into a situation of being broke. Sidewalkers live for the present without caring much about the future. They don't really have a clear financial goal or plan. Their way of managing money is kind of messed up. They're all about instant gratification, being selfish, and not taking responsibility for their spending habits. Even if they're making good money, they'll somehow end up spending even more than they earn. For instance, if they bring in $100,000 a month, they'll still find a way to spend $120,000. It's often seen with famous people like athletes, rappers, or movie stars who earn loads of money but then suddenly end up broke. They're called income-rich sidewalkers because they don't handle their money wisely, and despite earning big, they don't manage to keep it. Number 2. The slow lane. Society and the stock market industry often promote a specific path to financial success: the slow lane. It's a narrative that encourages individuals to follow a predetermined route: go to school, pursue higher education, secure a job, save diligently throughout your working years, and invest your savings into long-term schemes like mutual funds. This narrative suggests that by consistently doing this for around 40 years, you'll eventually accumulate wealth. However, this slow lane approach comes with certain limitations. Firstly, it restricts your control over your income and financial growth. You're essentially tied to a fixed income derived from your job, lacking substantial leverage or opportunities to drastically increase your earnings. It's the grind of working Monday to Friday for a regular paycheck, feeling as though you're trading your time and freedom for financial stability. This lifestyle can often lead to a sense of monotony or dissatisfaction, a feeling of having sacrificed personal fulfillment or joy for financial security. To counteract this, many turn to escapism during their free time, often resorting to excessive behaviors like binge drinking or other forms of indulgence during the weekends to alleviate the sense of monotony or lack of fulfillment. So, while the slow lane approach may provide some level of stability, it might not offer the quality of life or fulfillment that many seek. It's a traditional narrative perpetuated by societal norms and financial institutions, but it may not necessarily be the only or best route to true wealth or happiness. Number 3. The fast lane. The road less traveled, called the fast lane, might seem riskier than the slow lane at first. But if you really take a closer look at your chances of succeeding by following this path, you might be surprised at how wrong your initial thoughts were. It's all about creating and growing a system until it becomes self-sufficient. Imagine it like planting a tree and taking care of it until it grows fruit. In this approach, you'll learn about something called controllable unlimited leverage, CUL. Now, there's a big difference between getting rich quick schemes that have a bad reputation and something called getting rich easy. The fast lane is like a roadmap to get rich quick, but it's not easy. Building the system you need in the fast lane can take years of hard work and dedication. Let's look at some real-world examples of fast laners. Fast laners are individuals who take unconventional paths to financial success. For instance, someone might create a mobile app, eventually selling it to a big company or attracting a vast user base, leading to substantial earnings. Alternatively, a YouTuber with a substantial subscriber base monetizes their content by offering specialized services to their audience, generating significant income. In addition, an inventor who develops a highly sought-after product catering to the masses can also achieve considerable financial success. However, these paths aren't easy. They demand substantial effort and time. Building an app, website, or growing a significant YouTube community requires years of dedicated work, coupled with some fortunate opportunities along the way. Despite the challenges, with perseverance and a stroke of luck, these ventures could potentially pave the way for significant financial gains, offering a pathway to rapid wealth accumulation. Now, let's shift gears and delve into key insights from the book. To attract wealth, the book suggests forgetting about money and focusing on what the market or audience truly desires. It emphasizes that building a product nobody wants won't lead to success. Instead, entering the fast lane necessitates understanding market needs and fulfilling audience cravings. Money is attracted to businesses that solve problems, creating value and meeting people's needs, whether through content creation, inventive products, or reinventing existing solutions. Ask yourself, what can I offer the world? Can you turn something you love into a million-dollar endeavor? Absolutely, if your passion addresses a need and you strive for exceptionalism in that field. But here's the catch. Becoming wealthy is a process, not a quick event. Many people love the idea of success but despise the lengthy process. Yet, those deeply involved in the process often encounter their lucky break. This luck, seen as a sudden event by onlookers, is actually a result of being actively engaged in the journey. Luck, as emphasized, arises from active engagement. Without participation, there's no chance of reaping rewards. Disassociating wealth from time, a concept often misunderstood and oversimplified by self-proclaimed financial gurus discussing passive income, resembles nurturing a money tree. While some believe money doesn't grow on trees, others have diligently cultivated multiple money trees, self-sustaining business systems requiring occasional care while generating passive income. These money trees are the crux of separating wealth from the constraints of time. The book then introduces the 5 fast lane commandments known as cents, serving as markers on the road to wealth accumulation. Number 1. The commandment of control. Think of being in the fast lane like being the boss of your own show. When you're in control, you make all the big decisions about your business, like what to sell, how to sell it, who to hire, and even how your website or app works. But with great control comes more responsibility and risk. Now here's where it gets tricky. Some folks think they're driving in the fast lane, but they're actually just hitchhiking along. Let's say you own a franchise. It might seem like you're the boss, but you're not really in control. You don't decide what to sell or set the prices, and you don't have a say in how things work behind the scenes. The person selling the franchise is the one driving in the fast lane, not you. So the question is, are you really the one in charge of your journey to success, or are you just hitching a ride along someone else's path? Number 2, the commandment of entry. Think of starting a business like getting into a game. If it's super quick and easy to get in, like joining in just 10 minutes, that might not be the best way to start. Easy entry might seem great, but it often means you're not really steering the ship. You're following someone else's plan. The real deal in starting a business isn't a quick thing. It's more like a journey that takes time. It's not a speedy event that happens in minutes or days. It could take weeks, months, or even longer. Take owning a franchise, for example. It might feel simple because you sign some papers, agree to the rules, and you're set to go. But making that franchise really successful and getting people to buy from it, that's a whole different story. It can take years of hard work and smart moves to build up that brand and make it a hit. So, even though quick entry sounds good, the real path usually needs more time and effort to make it work. Number 3, the commandment of need. Sure thing. When you're starting a business or creating something, it's really important to think about what problem you can solve or what need you can meet for people. See, people are usually interested in what helps them, not just what benefits your business. If you're not giving them what they want or need, your business might not last very long. That's why it's not a good idea to base your business only on selfish or self-centered motives, because that doesn't work well in the long run. Try asking yourself questions like, what issue can I fix for others? Or what can I offer to make people's lives easier? Or even, what's missing in the services that other companies offer that I can fill? When you think this way, you're looking at things from a creator's perspective, not just as a consumer wanting things for yourself. It's about figuring out how you can make things better for others, and that's usually a great starting point for a successful business or project. Number 4, the commandment of time. Having a business that relies heavily on your time is a lot like having a job. If your business only makes money when you're actively working on it and stops making money when you're not, then it's more of a job pretending to be a business. To see if your business truly fits the bill as a real business, ask yourself these questions. Can this business keep running even if I'm not around? Is there a way to make it work without needing me to be there all the time? These questions are crucial to consider when it comes to the time aspect of a business. For those aiming for the fast lane, starting any business is a good start. But the ultimate goal should be to make it work without you having to be there constantly. That's where automation comes into play, making your business operate smoothly, even without your direct involvement, ensuring it continues to grow and thrive without being tied to your time. And this leads us to the final commandment of the Fast Lane Roadmap. Number 5, the commandment of scale. Let's look at how wealth is calculated in the Fast Lane approach. Wealth equals net profit plus asset value. Now, what's net profit? It's the money you make from selling your stuff. And to get that, you multiply the number of things you sell by how much profit you make from each of those things. Now, let's dig into the commandment of scale in 2 ways. There's something called magnitude and something called reach. Mr. MJ DeMarco explains magnitude as increasing the value or price of your product. It means your product should really matter to people or make them feel important or rich. For example, think about things like Lamborghinis, Louis Vuitton items, or Apple products. They all add a lot of value to people's lives or make them feel special. Even if you sell just a few of these high-value items, you're already proving that you understand the scale commandment. Now, the second part, reach, is all about getting to lots and lots of people. The more people you reach, the bigger your business can become. Think about huge brands like Coca-Cola or Lay's. They sell a bottle of Coke for just a few bucks, but they sell millions of those bottles every single day worldwide. This shows how reaching a massive number of people can really help your business grow on a big scale. This book talks about things that aren't usually said out loud. The only folks who might not like this book are those get-rich-quick experts or people who sell courses about running a business but don't actually run a real business themselves. But for everyone else who wants to start their journey toward financial freedom, this book is perfect for you. It gives you real facts and insights that can help you a lot. Here's a warning, though. Don't miss out on reading this book if you're serious about taking control of your financial future. It's worth a read. I recommend you watch the next video in our series. Don't hesitate to share this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.